forget about the 30-minute limit thing because I just kind of want to play chess right now. I just heard that Gotham Chess's wife reached 1,000, so now I actually have to reach 1,000. So that is the Austrian counter gambit. I'll take, and if he takes back, I just take his queen. When in doubt, don't copy people, guys. It's just not what you're supposed to do. There we go. Okay, now his king's not going to be able to castle. So we can just easily launch an attack and probably win. What's he trying to do? He's just trying to attack our pawn. So all we kind of have to do is defend it. I would defend it, but I actually kind of want to focus on attacking him right now. So I'm going to just let him take the pawn. Let him be up a pawn. But I'm going to have like a nice attack with queenside castling and stuff. Yep, okay, he takes, queenside castle check. And now this king is in danger. So here, am not gonna actually gambit another pawn. I'm instead just gonna go here and, attack this pawn. And he isn't gonna defend it either, and I just win back my pawn, and I'm completely winning. Okay, so you see this move does nothing. It literally does not do anything for him. So I'm just gonna go here, attack the bishop, and we'll see what happens. Okay, knight at c6, that was actually probably the best move. I'm gonna go knight f3, just try developing my pieces. Maybe I take and ruin his pawn structure, and then go do something like, knight e5. So now, we're just doing stuff and winning stuff. And, if he doesn't, like, try to move his king out of the way or anything, then we're just gonna simply, okay, so we did that. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna go here so that his rook actually has to stay there, and it can't really defend much, because, yeah, it like, can't move without the thing being taken, kind of. So what's going on here is that the bishop is no longer pinned, but it still does not have a lot of mobility, because if it goes there, then we just take this pawn, and we're winning. So, instead of that, I think I'm just going to go e4. If he takes, we win the exchange. And we also win his knight by taking this. Okay, so what he's trying to do now is he's trying to not lose. It's fair. The chess is a game where you try not to lose, but like it's not the best move. See, if we take this, then we're just losing. So instead, I think I'm probably just gonna trade this off. He takes, we take, he takes, we go there. This is really simple. So I'm just gonna go f4, try attacking this pawn structure, that kind of stuff. You know, hopefully. So this is just gonna be a game that I'm gonna either win or draw. I don't really care as long as I don't lose. That didn't sound very good. It did. I'm gonna go here. And he's gonna have to move his bishop. Because he can't defend it. So his moves are this, and this, and this. These three moves. So, the best move, I'd say, is probably this one. Bishop to d6. Let's see if he sees that. I think it's kind of an endgame now, so I'm just going to try bringing my king out, destroying his pawns, because they're, like, he literally has 3 isolated pawns and a backwards pawn. It's kind of crazy. So I'm just going to go king c2, king c3, king c4, king c5, that kind of stuff. And then we're just gonna win, kind of. Oh, we just blended our bishop. That's nice. Yay. Okay. So now I just have to get a passed pawn, and we pretty much win. We have a knight. If we find a way to trick him into going to like a light square or something. So he just moved his rook right there. I can just go here. And if he tries to defend his pawn, he gets forks, which is kind of an easy thing to fall for. So, we'll see what happens. Right now, like we have knight c8 check. I'm still feeling confident about my chances here. Like he can try to defend, he can just take. He has a lot of options. I'm gonna take this, go like b4, b5, b6, that kind of stuff. And then we'll just kind of do things. So I want to go like knight c8 check here. Maybe something else. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go knight d6 check, because that way the knight's defended. He goes there. If we can find a way to remove this pawn, then we get to fork him. Let's just keep checking him. He's probably gonna try to escape. Yep, he does. We'll go here. He will take our pawn, and then we will try not to lose our other pawn. So, what we can do is threaten another one of his pawns, so we actually cannot do that. Let's go here, just centralize our knight, get our knight better, make our knight better. That's why I say get our knight better. Let's make our knight better. Just, our plan's just to push, and promote, and win. Oh, he sacks his rook. He goes for promotion. We can push too, though. And he's gonna promote, but we're gonna promote with check. Or not. Okay. That's annoying. Here, all we have to do is not blunder anything, and it should be a draw. Okay, is there any way to trick him into a stalemate? Maybe. I'll try to go here and just see what he does. I'm gonna stay here. This is mate, but he probably won't see that. Yeah, he doesn't. And now we lost. Yep, okay. How'd that happen? Wait, actually, how'd that happen? I forget how that happens. Let's just see. Okay, so I play like a 1,300 elo, and you play like a 1,500 elo. My theory is that like once you reach 900, it's just easy. The players that are at 900 are just not really good. Just 800's somehow really good. I don't know what happens at 900. I don't think I've ever played against a 900 before. Anyways, let's do another game. D4, D5, C4. I'm gonna just go here to this tab. This is a different tab, in case you didn't notice. So now I just pin. He moves. Perhaps this. Perhaps he counterpins. That's not the best move, I don't think. So what I'm gonna do is just E3, bishop D3, just classical things. Queen C2 is a good move in this kind of position because it supports E4. It attacks the king. It defends your knight if you have a knight. That's why I think I'm gonna go Queen C2 here actually, and just have a kingside attack. So what I want him to do is G5, just make him weaken his kingside. If not, though, that's fine too. So knight E4. This is not a good move. You know why? Because I can play F3 and dominate. Okay, so g5. This time, we just go bishop to f2, bishop to f2, and because he doesn't have a dark squared bishop, he can't really attack me from here. So I'm gonna go e4, and then I'm gonna go e5, and then the queen's gonna be attacked, and then I will have to move, and then we'll be... I'm always... somehow I'm always winning, but then I just lose. I don't know how. Maybe I'm not actually winning. Who knows? Now, if I go here, then he can go queen d5, so I'm just gonna take. So he's going f5. He really does not care about his king. Jeez. That is very rough. Not really. It's actually really good for me. Because castling queenside is an option here, but it's not the best option. What I'm going to do is maintain this pin. If he just goes f4 carelessly, which he does, I go queen d4, and eventually win this pawn with, like, d5. Oh yeah, d5, if takes with the... He cannot take with the pawn. He can castle queenside, but then he loses his knight. This is really bad for him now. So what we can do after that is we can go... Okay, he is just going there. Not playing very aggressive. That doesn't really matter, of course, but, you know, still like mentioning it. Makes me sound good at chess. So, we're gonna go rook b1, where we're attacking his pawn. He decides to castle queenside. I don't think he cares much about what we're doing. Queen c5 check is a big threat here. I just realized that. I'm gonna go knight e2, so queen c5 check, I just go knight d4. And then he tries to move, but I just... Oh, no. Okay. And then he... Okay, yeah. So, I go here. If he takes this pawn, then I take this pawn. And then we trade, and then he takes my knight, of course. Okay, so he just took on d5. Now what I'm gonna do is... I do not know. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go here. Because now my queen is in his position, and it is good for me. I hope. I'm just hoping stuff happens. I'm not actually knowing that it happens, but, here, if we can just move our king, which we can, now our king is safe, now his knight is threatened, now everything is going on for him. At least I hope that's what's going on. Take all of my words with a grain of salt. Maybe even 2 grains of salt. Okay, he just blundered his queen. That was a free queen, of course. So now he's just gonna try to attack me, do a bunch of crazy stuff. Do I take his rook, or do I try to save my queen? I think I'm just gonna take his rook. Now he checks, I go here again, and because he doesn't have a dark square bishop, now it is actually pretty much impossible for him to attack me. And now my rook now is freedom. Okay, so he just took my bishop. Now we're actually even. Okay, so he has 2 minor pieces and I have 1. I need to find a way to make him have 1 minor piece and make him be sad that he doesn't have a rook. So the way I'm going to do that, double my rooks, make them powerful, try taking this pawn, all that jazz, and pop. I just realized something. This is bad for him. Okay, so he is threatening both of those pieces. I can take this, and now this pawn is pinned, so he's not going to be able to take my knight. He can trade it, but that's just a trade. So yeah, we're fine here. We just trade. He's actually, I actually have a other rook, and he just has a bishop. And I'm just gonna get my rook into his position and make him really mad. So here we have this move. I'm just gonna go here, get my rooks into his position, dominate. Okay, so he's going like there. Now, if we go here and he takes it, then we take his rook. I'm just gonna pre-move this because if he doesn't move his bishop, then we don't try. Actually, no, because he could go like, okay. So he doesn't actually do that. Instead, he goes like this. I think I'm just gonna move my rook here, make sure his bishop's pinned for a while, and see what happens, you know? So if any of his pieces moves away from the protection of his bishop, then he loses, pretty much. So, and there's no other pieces that he can use to defend his bishop. He's literally out of pieces. That is really awesome. I have my king. His king is tied down to his bishop. And we just lost our rook. That is amazing. No, we did not lose our rook. We did lose our rook. I am mad. I take bishop because that's my best move. And I just won. Nice. And we'll find a way to win. Okay, we have to go here because we don't have any other squares. We trade. I'm able to stop his pawns. This will be a draw. So we're just gonna trade a bunch of things. Oh no, come on. Why are these people like grandmasters? Like what is with 800 ELO these days? Like what is with it? These guys are playing like top level chess. It's crazy. Well, I'm guessing they don't know en passant, do they? Okay, they do know that though. Why don't they en passant is forced? You know the saying. I'm just gonna have to go for stalemate here. They take, we go there, they take, and we just go for a stalemate. Actually, perhaps we gambit another pawn, and he takes, we go there, and if he promotes, it's close to being stalemate. Okay, so I'm guessing what he's going to try to do is, like, go be really mean to me and not promote. So here I'm just trying to lock myself in, run myself out of moves. And this will be a draw. Because he probably does not know how to checkmate with 2 queens, despite him knowing. No, when you're like 400, you can guess that your opponent will either stalemate you or not know how to checkmate with the material they have. Here, that's pretty much hopeless. And they're just gonna promote all their pawns, aren't they? No, they're actually gonna try to mate me. That's new. Now, if they take, then stalemate. So we'll see what happens. Dang it. I should probably just resign now. What is with these people, man? Like, actually, I'm gonna get to like 400 and be like Grandmaster. Like, I swear. This is crazy. It's analyzing the game. This is so. Okay. So, he had a brilliant move. Yeah, okay. I swear. What is with these people? I'm gonna, like, I swear I'm facing a bunch of sandbaggers here. Like, what? What? You should see 800 ELO games, man. You really should. I'm always, like, faced against people who just lose, and then are just about to start going up to 1,000 ELO. It's crazy. Okay, bye.